Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game, I'm playing a free-for-all match on the map Potholes. I'm starting in the bottom middle position, playing as Ukraine. I just had random teams, which is what and I was given this one, so that's fine. I didn't mind if I was playing Soviets or Allies. And straight away, because I'm in the bottom middle, I'm going to be checking to the bottom left. Because quite often what happens is there's a team that starts off there. There's 6 players, so the 6 spots going to be taken. So it could be possible that someone doesn't start there, but that's very, very unlikely from what I've seen before. And we can see there doesn't look to be a team there. But what I'm thinking is they might have gone up to the top because there's a compartment above them, which has a lot of ore. And I'm going to check there straight away because usually it turns into a fight between them two very, very early on. And we just send that infantry up there just to see if he has gone to that spot. And indeed, we can see he's got there. We're going to destroy that power plant. That'll mean he's low on power. He can't build things quickly. And we'll destroy his MCV. And that will go down as well. You can see it. There is infantry being destroyed. And there's his barracks there. And the thing is the compartment he's in, he's moved his MCV and it's got 3 big ore patches. So if he stays there, he's going to have a massive advantage over me later on. He's also playing as the ally, so he'd have light tanks as well. So now we've got him out of there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, look for where he's moved his MCV. I don't think he'll move it like... I don't know if he's gone up, because if he goes up, then he'll go run into another team. He might just go and try and take it down to this bottom part again. And the thing is in this game, I've got a person called Holo playing, and Holo's a really good player. So I've managed to... So it is harsh that, but if you're trying to win anyway, he was in a very, very dangerous position for myself. He could have easily got some light tanks and just went on for the attack on me after about 3 minutes. Now that I've got him out of the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a multi-MCV strategy. I've had a crate there, didn't give me anything great, but the thing is I need to check if there's anyone above me. Now sometimes, like in the middle position, no one really starts there when it's random positions. So I'm hoping there's no one there, and I'm going to go for multi-MCV. I'm just going to check with some infantry though first, and if there is a person there, and we can see some green infantry just running through my base there, so unfortunately they got a bit of sight. Obviously I was a bit careless with that because of that fighting early on, but I've got that service depot, and I don't think he's seen that, which is a bit really important, because if they see that, and now we've got pink in our base also, so quite a few of the other teams do have eyes on what we're doing in our part of the map. And I'm just taking infantry up to that middle spot, and it does look like no one's there. And now I'm going to bring that first MCV to the left, and I'm also going to want to bring an MCV to the middle and just start using these different ore patches and really utilising my position. So we're bringing that MCV there, and I've just got so much space now because that guy's been taken out early on. It's going to make things a lot easier for me. I've got that second war factory down now, so I'm going to have an increased building speed for the MCVs and tanks when I start building them. And actually I'm going to bring that MCV just to this part where green started off, because that is the best patch in the game, and that's going to really help me really drive my economy. And I do have a lot of space, and I'm just having a look, because there will be a team probably who's going to be just above me to the left. And I've got another MCV there now as well. So this is going to really boost my economy, and I'm probably going to be working towards that like 3rd war factory at some point, but I'm just going to get these power plants. Now, yeah, my economy does look to be pretty good, because sometimes it's quite hard in ore-only maps when you do go multi-MCV. You do struggle a bit with that, but it's looking good so far. And now you can see I've got 3 ore refineries on that ore patch where green was starting. Oh yeah, I thought green was actually another player then when he came through my base earlier. He's the same player, so it's only pink who's got eyes on my base who's still playing. Yeah, and I've just expanded to this ore patch, and I've got a lot more space than the other players, so hopefully I'll be able to build up a bit quicker. And we can see red there getting in my base. Holo finding, well, I guess I haven't been very good with the blocking of scouts at all. What I might need to do though is get some, I don't know whether to get some Teslas at some point, and I don't know what it actually does, that's that pulse thing. But what we'll do now is we're just going to expand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a Tesla, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to guard these bottlenecks. And when you have Tesla at the other side of these bottlenecks, it makes it really hard for the other players to get through. And you can see it already firing there. So there's definitely there was a tank there that I didn't know about. So that player just above me, just giving a bit of a warning not to try and go to that position. Because the one thing about being hard about being where I am at the moment is that I could be attacked from the middle, I could be attacked from the left, I could be attacked from the right. It's one of those things about free-for-alls. So if I do get, and it's quite hard to get around because of the bottlenecks separating my different parts of my base. So it's really important I do get these Tesla coils and other stuff out just to make sure I'm well protected. Now, because I'm playing as Soviets, I'm just worried about, I have to wonder about teams maybe getting cruisers in the middle. Sometimes that does happen, but unfortunately there's not really anything I can do to prevent that. And I can see red there with a few heavy tanks, so I don't know whether he was looking at me there or where he looks like he might be going for another team. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place these MCVs, and you can see I've got like control of the whole of the bottom part of the map, which is just going to give me an absolutely huge economy. And you can see I am really stacking up, and I should really be building another war factory at this point. But yeah, just getting those MCVs out and getting expanded to those different ore patches. I'm also going to be able to build quite a bit of Tesla. So I'm getting a Tesla coil here just for some immediate defence. And now I'm going to be getting that war factory out because you can see how much my ore is stacking up. And I'm just going to get another one because it has gone to extreme levels at the moment. And that's just the advantage of being where I am at the moment and in this position. So I've got 4 war factories now. I'm going to have a really good building speed. And just getting another ore refineries on this point here. And now just having a bit of a look in here. Let's see who's here, and that's red. And we can see he's got a MCV there, a construction yard. So I'm just going to go a little bit back because at the moment it looks like it's unguarded, and I'm probably going to be able to get these tanks going through there. So just yeah, getting some more MCVs out just to increase my building speed even more. And I'm going to try and probably get an MCV through that spot there. Just see if I can. And you can see, even now my economy is still, I'm still getting using more. And you can see red seeing me there. And red does have some tanks. So I am going to have to be slightly careful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sneak this MCV through, get a war factory down, and then start building Tesla coils. But yeah, he's seen me, of course, so that hasn't really worked too well. What I am going to try and do is get some flame towers down and just try and see if I can. Yeah, there's absolutely tons of tanks there. It hasn't been as good as I expected, and you can see him shutting it down straight away. But now I'm sending my tanks through there, and let's see how this tank battle goes. We do have probably more tank numbers, I would think. We can see he's there, and yeah, this is going all right because I do have tanks coming from behind, and we do have 4 war factories producing tanks at the same time. So let's see how this battle unfolds. It looks like I've got the best tank numbers. I'm starting to get the upper hand, and yeah, just with the production I've got behind me, I don't think he's going to be able to maintain the tank numbers to fight me here. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to push him off this middle right position. You can see he's got some ore refineries there. He's also moved his MCV, so his MCV is going to be a different part of the map, and it looks like he's not going to be able to survive this fight here. You can see my numbers are just too great. I'm getting loads and loads of reinforcements in from my 4 war factories. There's just nothing he can do in this position. He's got a Tesla coil, but that's not going to help. The tank number difference is just too great, and you can see now his tanks have fallen, and I'll be able to take out that Tesla coil no problem. Because Tesla coils aren't that good on their own. They've got very low HP, and when you've got overwhelming tank numbers, there's just nothing the other player can do. And now you can see Holo selling up there. And I'm going to be keep on producing tanks and building up those tank numbers. And also just building Tesla forces. Because what I need to do is I need to make sure everywhere is well defended, and I don't have any parts where I could be exploited, where my other tanks are at another part of the map. And now we're going up here. We can see that Holo is there as well, and he's got some tanks defending his base in the top right. He's also got a Tesla coil there, which will make it very hard to go past the gap. And you can see me just putting Tesla coils at my gaps as well, where people can get into my base. And now I'm going to go for the middle position because I can see that Holo is mining off that part, so he's got a little base there. And now I'm going to try and get a base in this middle right position. So let's see how this goes so far. I've got another war factory down now, so that's... And yeah, Holo's selling up when he saw me going through. And now I'm going to try and get a base here and get it set up. But yeah, I'm on 5 war factories now. Well, I will be now. And you can see that pig is going for an attack on my left thing. And this is what I was saying about... and he's found a gap because even though I had Tesla coils placed in the gap, there is up there is a gap further to the left that he's managed to exploit, but I don't think this is enough tank numbers to give me too much of a worry. I'm going to be sending some Tesla coils in here, some tanks in here as well, and you can see those Tesla coils starting to get taken out. He's doing some damage to our economy, but it isn't too bad at all. And yeah, you can see them getting wiped up pretty easily. They're trying to go to other parts of my base, but I'm going to just be able to place Tesla coils. And that's the thing about being multi-MCV like I am. I'm able to get Tesla coils out really quickly, and it's able to destroy those tanks, get those tank numbers down. And you can see him destroying those Tesla coils with low HP, but now those tanks are certainly... They're on low health, and they're going to be taken out not before too long. And you can see now Cyan is out of the game, so obviously getting attacked somewhere else. And yeah, you can see Pink destroying some things up there. So he's going through all the gaps that haven't been defended. Thankfully, there's not too many of those. And now I'm going to take this MCV to the middle patch because I'm going to want to take some of that ore as well. But you can see Pink just doesn't have the tank numbers to do any too much damage. And now I saw a spy plane, so he might have an air force. So I'll have to be careful of that. Although I'm not too worried because of the number of MCVs I've got in different parts of the map. Even if he does get an MCV down, I'll still have plenty more. And now I'm going to try and go for the Tesla coil through this small gap. We'll have to see, does he try and lunge his tanks through? And the thing is, I've just got so many Tesla coils there, it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath if you just try and push through. And yeah, you can see as soon as those forces get near, and I'm just building some flame towers because they're a bit quicker to build. And you can see finally my economy is actually starting to go down now a little bit, not much but I was trying to build a war factory there, but I've thought better of it now those heavy tanks have emerged. And let's see how these flame towers do. These flame towers obviously much less weaker, much less powerful than those Tesla coils, but they do absorb some of the damage. And while the tanks are attacking them, my Tesla coils are able to fire. Obviously the flame towers are quite a bit cheaper, and I'll just get one of the Tesla coils a bit further forward. And you can see a wall there just on the wrong side. Although I think he might be defending possibly his MCV, possibly. And now I'm starting to expand into his base. But you can see I'm getting fired on there. I think there's a missile launcher to the right. And yeah, indeed there is. And you can see he's now getting the missile launchers. He's also got now MiGs out. But hopefully they won't be too much of a problem. But now you can see him going for that war factory kill, and he gets that war factory down, unfortunately. But I've had some tanks out, and now those missile launchers will be taken out pretty easily because missile launchers do have low HP. And you can see Red attacking me from the right side, but my attention is going to be focused completely on the Pink for the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously pull back. I'm going to build more Teslas in this little gap here just to make sure he's not able to get through, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just getting some tanks also to that middle part, just to check he doesn't find a gap there either. Because you can see his red tanks immediately move into that middle part of the map. I think he saw a gap there, but that's going to be closed off. As well as this right position. But I do see those tanks there. For now, those red tanks that are near my base. We'll have to see, does he try and go for the push? But he's just got a few tanks grouped there for the time being. And he's also, I think what he's trying to do is expand his base further down again. But I think are going to have the better economy. And you can see me just getting like an absolute load of Tesla coils there, just making sure there's no way he's going to be able to get through. And I do notice that actually some of my ore patches are running quite low now in certain parts. But I do have a lot of ore still to the middle left position. And there's still ore to the bottom right position. And now I'm going for the attack on pink. Let's see what we can do here. We managed to stabilise a little bit, but now pink has been isolated to the top left position. Yeah, and I'm just having a bit of a look at red, making sure that he doesn't get, isn't able to get through at all. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So it's against pink. We can see that pink's tank numbers just aren't big enough. I've got much better tank numbers, and I've got loads of Tesla defending those middle positions. So pink, not much he can do in this position. I've just got overwhelming tank numbers, and I'm going to be able to take out his base. It looks like he does have some Tesla there, but when you got tanks in this mass, it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, it may take a couple of tanks out, but that's going to be no problem. And you can see the masses of Tesla I've got defending my base right at this moment. So if red tries to make a move, it's going to be really, really difficult for him to do anything at all, and pink is going to be soon out of this game. Yeah, and you can see, I think he's trying with those MiGs. I think now pink is selling up, so that is a good game for pink. He'll be out of the game shortly. And now we'll have a look at red. I don't think, even though red's had a bit of time to recover, I don't think there's not much he can do at this point. He probably didn't have much on his part, and now I'm going for attack on his top part of his base. Let's see what we can do here. We've got those red tanks, and have created sort of like a bottleneck, but sometimes you can sort of break through that bottleneck when you've got the superior tank numbers. Unfortunately, some of my tanks are going around the wrong way, and they're going into that Tesla coil, which isn't ideal, so I'm going to pull some of these back and try and stop them from committing suicide. But yeah, you can see even when I just get a smaller number, still some of these tanks are, yeah, a bit stubborn and trying to still go towards that Tesla coil. Right, so we'll pull these back and, yeah, just trying, with this number of tanks, trying to go through. Hopefully none of them will try and go through that other route now. But you can see now Holo taking more tanks up to this point here. You can see there is his ore truck, so his economy is at stake. And now we just get a small number of tanks through. But we managed to break through, and now we'll be able to do some damage to those ore trucks. Those ore trucks going down. You can see him trying to bring more tanks in, but now I'm into the main part of his base, and this is probably where his starting position was. So he'll have his main buildings here, and we'll have to see what he's got. And it seems to be quite, I guess, bare. I thought there was going to be more buildings than this. You can see there was also some fighting here earlier, so maybe from the top left plate, possibly. And yeah, we're just trying to take these tanks down and taking tanks through different routes now. I think my tanks in the top right are dead now, but we can go for this attack on this position here. You can see he's got his tanks up north, and they're fighting now, but I've got tanks going through south, and I've just got tanks in so many places, there's not much he can do. But I think we're going to lose these tanks actually, because there's not, like, he's got the better, we might just, oh yeah, he's realised now, so he'll have the upper hand. Because these tanks are on better HP, but I've still got 2 tanks there actually, so we'll have to see how that goes. And now I'm just having a look at this spot here. There's only 1 Tesla coil there, so I'm just having to decide where I want to attack from now. And also there's this point here. You can see my tanks are a bit jammed in that point on the map. And yeah, I think we're going to go through that position there, but we need to get through these 6 tanks here. Because there's only 6, it's not going to be too much of an issue, and I think we're going to be able to kill those 6 tanks and get some damage on that economy in the middle of the map. And you can see also these ore patches, they don't have too much ore left, so there's not that much longer we can keep on going. And yeah, forgetting to build tanks for a few moments there. And now we managed to destroy these tanks in the top middle of the map. And there's not going to be much else he can do. And now I'm going for the ore truck kills in the middle spot. You can see he's got a lot of ore trucks there, but the ore has run out. So he will have to go for other ore patches. And that's not going to work out too well, because the other ore patches are sort of in my base, which still have a lot of ore. And now still this top middle position fights taking place. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to try and push through that bottom right position, because he's got a few tanks guarding that position there. But I should hopefully be able to, if I can get my units to all go to that point at the same time, I might be able to get through there. What I'm going to do is going to build some power plants just so I can start building some Tesla coils further to that gap and get rid of those heavy tanks from the gap, basically. I'm going to do a flame tower crawl, I think, because it's a bit of an awkward position. And now you can see I'm actually low on ore for once, so not as much ore as I do have, and I think that just shows what's happening to the map at the moment. We are running out of ore in all places, and now just taking out those heavy tanks. So those flame towers should do okay damage, and you can see them now expanding to the left. And now I'm going to be able to take out these tanks in the middle of the map, going for that fight there. You can see he's actually got a decent number here, but now the fight's starting. And now I'm going to just have to take all tanks to this position, select everything, and just take it all. And you can see him leaving those 3 tanks there just to do some damage to the ore trucks. What I will do, though, is I will build a Tesla, and that should deal with those tanks no problem. And you can see them getting taken out, because what his eyes will be on is this middle fight here now. And now you can see this is a final, probably going to be the final fight of the game. And those, my heavy tank numbers just big greater, and I'm going to be able to push him back and get rid of his base. And you can see those tank numbers dwindling now for red, and my tank numbers still going in. I'll still have a good number. Well, I won't have any reinforcements because I think I paused building, so I could build some structures. But either way, I'm going to have enough tanks to take this part of the map over, and that's going to be a good game because there's no way that red can survive now. He's isolated to the top right hand corner, and that position of the map there is absolutely no ore at all. Just taking out these last few buildings in the middle, and yeah, they'll go down. He does have a couple of Tesla there, which has still got power, so he's got a few power plants in that top part of the map. But now you can see Holo selling up, and yeah, there's no way he could recover from this. And I think the main part of this game, I guess the winning part, was going for the attack early. It was quite harsh at the start, but I knew Holo is a very, very good player. And I know if I was like being lenient with other players, then I would get punished later on. And because I did get that early kill on the other player, I was able to push out and expand very, very quickly. And once I had that, like, bottom of the map, like, I just had so much of the map under my control. I had so many ore patches under my control, and having all those ore patches under my control just gave me such a big economy. And I've had 5 war factories. I don't know if I have 5 war factories right now, but I had 5 war factories producing, and that's absolutely massive on a, like, ore-only map. That's just like this, not like a map, like, I know, like, all at Glitters and places like that, you can get up to 7 or 8 war factories if you get control of the whole map. But on a map like this, 5 war factories is massive to have that many producing in a free-for-all match. And that just gave me such an advantage over the other players. That's what allowed me just to take control of this game, really. And yeah, I wasn't in too much danger, even though we did have other very good players in this. So yeah, I guess I was quite fortunate in my starting position as well, that I was able to take control of that middle part, that there was only really one other player, and the other players didn't seem to be too interested in attacking downwards. They seemed to be interested in having a fight in the top part of the map. And yeah, destroy all, that must have been on. I think sometimes it changes that setting for me automatically, and I don't know why, so sometimes I start the games without realising. And that is that. So that is good game. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.